thanks for tuning in. Today I have a collective haul to quickly share. I was able to pick up a couple items from Fendi that I had pre-ordered from the Joshua Vides California Sky collection. And I also have another item that I finally got in from Chanel that I've been waiting on. So I figured I'd just lump these two together instead of doing separate hauls. And I have quite a bit to get through, so I'm going to jump right into it. So because of everything that had been going on, some of these items took a little bit longer to get to me. The Fendi California Sky collection launched on time. This is actually, I believe, their autumn-winter collection for 2020. And then the spring-summer 2020 item that I pre-ordered from Chanel actually took a lot longer. Understandably took a lot longer, so I was finally able to get my hands on this baby, and that's why everything is colliding in at the same time. But it's not like I, got out of lockdown and I'm like shopping like crazy. I think I will start with the Fendi pieces because this is like their latest collection, and a lot of this is like hot off the press, like brand new stuff. I did pre-order a few pieces from this collection because I really liked that aesthetic overall. So we pre-ordered some men's and women's pieces. We were able to pick them up last week, and one of my items hadn't come through yet, so I went to pick that up earlier this week. And I actually had to exchange a piece. But I did want to share, like, every designer house does their pre-order process a bit differently. So for Fendi, their pre-order was you paid the deposit, and if you didn't like any of the items, you could exchange the items within 14 days. You could not return those pieces. So that's just something to be mindful of as you explore pre-ordering pieces from certain collections. The first item is in this box right here. I think you can guess what it is just by the shape and size of this box. These are actually for my boyfriend. They're in his size because we can't, as much as we like to share a lot of our pieces, I can't wear his shoes. There's a cute little Fendi Joshua Vides card that tells you that it's from this collection. There's a care booklet in here, and there are also some extra laces that are in this little envelope right here. My boyfriend got the sneakers that came out from the collection. So the menswear sneakers are like a full-on marker effect. You'll see the inside is blank and the outside has the Fendi Roma, and the laces have like a black outline to them. The women's wear sneakers came out as a slip-on style. It still has that marker effect, but instead of the Fendi kind of emblem, like the round medallion emblem, in the center where your laces would be is just the FF in like a marker effect. Those come out in pink and white in the women's wear. I was seriously debating about those because they look really cute. I might still end up getting them if they have them in my size, but at the time that we were looking to pre-order, I was a lot more interested in the ready-to-wear, so that's where I focused. But these sneakers were awesome for my boyfriend. He has a pair of Saint Laurents that are literally coming apart now, so we figured this would be a good purchase to kind of replace those. My boyfriend also pre-ordered a pair of shorts, and he's actually already wearing the shorts, so I'm going to do some cutaways of what that looks like. They're a black pair of shorts that come with a non-detachable buckle belt that has a very graphic Fendi nylon belt on it. And I really like how the pants are cut and how deep the pockets are, and you can see the stitch on the outside. It's also like kind of stretchy in the back, so they're also very comfortable. They just seem like a great standard pair of shorts that my boyfriend could wear for a long period of time, so he picked those up. Those were all of the items that my boyfriend pre-ordered from the men's collection, and then I pre-ordered some pieces from the women's wear. So the first item is in this dust bag right here. This is the piece that actually didn't come the first time we picked up the pre-order pieces, and so I went ahead and grabbed these afterwards, and they are these really cute shorts. I hope you can see the texture of them. It's like a terry cloth jersey material, with some knit in there as well, like a knit fabric in between to make all of the different stripes. Of course, there are some wonderful pockets, and there's a little side slit as well. I wanted to pre-order these because I wanted to make sure I was able to get my size, and I did size up a little bit because I didn't want them to be too tight on me. I wanted them to hang nicely. Here's the thing about pre-ordering. You aren't able to see all of the details of each of the pieces. You have to base your judgment off of pictures and any kind of additional detail your essay can share with you. And so I saw that these were like a knit short, and I loved the color scheme and I loved the striped pattern. They looked timeless pretty much. Like I could wear them this year, I can wear them for years to come, and like they're not as like, oh, those are so 2020, right? Like I saw that they were knitted and I thought it would be more of like a knit fabric that had different colors running through it. I didn't know at the time that I was pre-ordering that it would be like a terry cloth, like a towel material. Makes it seem a little too casual and a little too like beachwear only. But when I saw them in person and when I tried them on, they still look good on, and they don't scream like I'm, only supposed to be worn on the beach. So that's why I still decided to pick these up. So I'll be putting all of the details, any kind of the names of the items, links to stuff, prices, and everything in the description box down below. So please check that section out for more detail on all of these pieces. All right, so that was the first ready-to-wear piece that I had pre-ordered. And of course, with a lot of things, if you watch my videos, a lot of things have little bits of stories to them. And there's a little bit of a story for my other Fendi piece. The other item that I pre-ordered from the California Sky collection was actually the woman's white shirt, the button-down shirt, the long sleeve version. And I wanted to get that piece because I felt like it was really iconic for the collection. It really embodied the whole marker effect, and it was on an oversized shirt that I felt like I could wear in a lot of different ways. I could style it in a lot of different ways. So I thought that would be a good collection piece to have. And the other tough thing about pre-ordering pieces, especially ready-to-wear pieces, is that you can't try them on. And for me, at least with Fendi, this was the first time I was getting Fendi ready-to-wear, so I wasn't well versed in what sizes I could usually get. And so I referenced the sizes that I get in some of the other designer houses that I have some ready-to-wear in, and my essay and we worked together to figure out what we thought would be the best size. And we knew the shirt was oversized to begin with, so we decided to get the Italian sizing equivalent of what I normally get in Chanel, let's say. And so I pre-ordered that piece, and it finally arrived, and I tried it on, and I just felt like it was a little too big. I know it's supposed to be oversized, but with me and my body shape, I have to find that sweet spot for oversized. If it's too big, it actually doesn't do anything for my figure. I felt like the shirt missed the sweet spot, so I was trying to see if I could try on a smaller size. So the next size down was completely sold out, and the size down, they had one in the boutique, and my essay said, you can come in and try it on. She couldn't hold it for me because it was the last size available in the United States or something like that, something dramatic like that. And so I said, that's fine. It's okay. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be as well. I'm not going to cry over it. So I finally went in to pick up my pants and also try on the smaller size. And when I got there, the smaller size wasn't available. She looked high and low, and she's like, I can't find it. And sometimes the inventory system has some discrepancies, and so she's like, I can't find it. I think it might have been sold. I tried the shirt on for her to see as well, and she was like, yeah, actually it is too big. And the way the shirt's constructed, how the marker effect is on the edges, we couldn't really tailor it because you would lose the marker effect that's on the side. It just didn't really make sense. So she agreed that it was a little too big, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. And then so I figured I would exchange the shirt for something else from the collection. The shorts actually have a matching crop top, knitted top. It's a really, really cute top, and I'm sure the whole outfit looks super adorable. But I actually tried on the crop top, and it was a no-go for me. There is this canvas tote bag. It's a coated canvas tote bag that is part of the California Sky collection as well. That looks absolutely gorgeous. And it's a pretty big size. It's a pretty decent size. If you are somebody who carries a lot of stuff around, or you're looking for a no fuss like beach bag that can get a little wet and there's no problem, like, I highly recommend that one. With the marker effect and the blue color, I feel like it's really fresh for Fendi. I really, 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 really like that canvas tote. But I'm not dying for another large tote / travel bag in my collection right now, so I opted not to go down that route. I remembered one of the things that I had initially liked when my essay was sharing some of the editorial photos for this collection, and there was something that caught my eye, and I remember talking to her about it, and she remembered as well. And she was like, you know what, this morning I actually saw it in the store, so let me try and find it for you so you can check it out. And I said, sure. Literally everybody was looking for it. Like, she was asking a lot of the other essays because she was like, you know, we saw it this morning, I saw it this morning, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I saw it this morning. It was here. It's not there. Oh, check under here. It's not there. Check over there. It's not there. She looked high and low, and at the last minute, they found it. That's how special this little guy is right here, because it took the whole store, the managers and the sales associates in the store to find it. And it came home with me. It's the Nano Baguette. I believe it's called the bag charm technically. So it has the ring in the back with a opening so that you can clasp this onto a larger bag and clasp it onto your belt loop. But also, if you open it up, there is the chain strap. And the chain strap is also detachable. There's one card slot in the back, otherwise it's an open compartment. I actually liked it a lot more than I expected. So historically, I hadn't been a huge fan of the Nano Baguette key charm thingies. Mostly because of their size, because of how small they were, and also it was more about, like, I don't have a lot of use cases, if you will, for something this small. It fits credit cards, it fits a small hand sanitizer, and it fits like a hair tie, but my keys don't fit because of the keychain that they're on, and my phone doesn't fit in here. But actually, when I got it and I tried it on, it actually looks a lot cooler and cuter on the body. And I could see myself actually styling it with a lot of different outfits. I could also see it being handy for when you're traveling and you have a larger bag. You could hook this on either the inside or the outside, and it just has like your ID, your cards, and some important stuff in here so that you don't have to like dig through the whole bag, and you can have it handy. Really being honest here, I didn't pre-order this item because as much as I loved it, I felt like I didn't have a use case, but I did pick it up because I did have credit. So it was one of those items where I didn't mind getting it because I had store credit, and because this was so adorable, I actually really liked it a lot more than I expected, and that's why I decided to pick this up. And there's actually one more item that I exchanged my shirt for because of how much credit I had. It was just really difficult to find stock. This collection has been doing really well for Fendi, and it's also post-lockdown, so it wasn't as easy to try things on. At the Fendi store, if you try things on, they actually have to go into quarantine for 24 hours, all the pieces that you don't want. And so I didn't want to just like willy-nilly just touch things and try them on if I wasn't seriously interested in taking them home with me. But anyway, the last piece from the Fendi California Sky collection is in this cute bag right here. I was actually really impressed that this dust bag also was in the California Sky theme. It is a one-piece swimsuit. On one side, it has the Fendi in that California Sky motif with that blue color, and on the other side is the stripe motif. And this is actually a reversible swimsuit. The side that has the monogram is actually slightly fuzzy. It feels like that really thin trimmed velvet, which if you asked me, I would never expect like this kind of fuzzy velvety material to be on a swimsuit, but here we are. And the other side that has the stripe is your standard swimsuit material. This swimsuit, they did have size that I fit in, but I do have to say I had to size up. I really fell in love with this print, so I picked it up. I'm excited to wear it. Hopefully I can wear it this summer. by the pool or by the beach somewhere. Fingers crossed that I can do that. Let me know your thoughts about designer swimwear. Part of me feels like I have fallen victim to like the whole social media and Instagram world where I see that kind of imagery and it's like normalized it for me, but also part of me is like, well, I really like it too. I wouldn't buy it if I didn't like it, or I wouldn't have exchanged it if I didn't like it. So but let me know your thoughts on designer swimwear. I'm really curious to see if you would ever purchase designer swimwear or not. That's everything that I picked up from Fendi. If you see some pieces online that are available, I would definitely pick those up online as soon as you can, only because the collection is doing really well and they are running low on a lot of inventory. So if you're able to get your hands on something that you're interested in, I would do that now. Otherwise, I'm going to quickly share what I picked up from Chanel as well. This is actually a wish list item. If you watched my 2020 wish list video, this was definitely featured on there, so I'm excited to finally have my hands on it. I have a little clip where I did a full unboxing, so I'm going to insert that now.
This town is quiet when it's late here. This town is quiet when the night is getting close. I'm outside, gonna stay here. I'm outside until you tell me to stop. I'm being so dramatic. I'm always being so dramatic. This town is quiet when it's late here. This town is quiet.
So this is the Chanel 19 in the City Love print. I think that's what it was called. But it is part of the Spring/Summer 2020 collection, the Paris Rooftop collection. So you'll see that this pattern actually brings in that kind of Paris rooftop with like chimneys and roofs. Roofs? Is more than one roof a roofs or roofs? If you know, please let me know in the comments down below. And it is in, I believe it's like a silk blend fabric. So this is a fabric bag. It is in the larger Chanel 19 size. Here's the back, and it has a pocket in the back with a magnetic closure, which is really nice. And as you know, the Chanel 19s have a lot of different hardware on them. So let me quickly take these off. I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna start over here. There's shiny silver hardware, then there's like antique gold, then there goes to ruthenium on top of the shoulder strap, like the leather and reinforced section. Then it goes down to shiny silver again over here, and then there's antique gold, and then there's like the chunky antique gold that is like the top handle for the bag. Initially, when the 19 bag came out, I wasn't the hugest fan. I liked seeing images of it, but personally when I saw it in real life, I felt like there were, for me, like too much going on in the chain work and the hardware. All these different kinds of hardwares in the straps, and then there's also like the interwoven CC buckle. And so I was like, I felt like it was just a little too busy, like a little too much going on everywhere. There was something about when I saw it in this particular print, in the soft like fabric bag with this whole combination, that it looked really cool. It looked so cool to me, and I felt like it was a really young, fresh bag and easy to like throw around and all of that stuff. The shoulder drop is a little awkward in my personal opinion for this size. For reference, this bag is about the size of a classic maxi. So you can imagine the capacity on the inside of this bag is massive. But I do feel like it would have been cool to have like a full crossbody strap rather than this long shoulder strap. I also feel like the hardware is going to jingle a lot more. It's going to make noise as you walk or as you use it. I'm not quite sure if that's going to bother me yet or not. I do really love the size. Of course, there's all the stuffing, but you can see like the inside lining is a beautiful like light pink color. And there's a zipper pocket in the back. Otherwise, it's a huge just open compartment. This is a great bag in my opinion for unisex. If there are any guys out there who want a really cool Chanel bag, I think this is great. And I do like that the fabric, the like silk blend fabric, is not too delicate. In the past, I've seen some like satin versions of classic flaps that have come out, or they're still seasonal, but they look more like a classic flap. And they've been like that shiny, silky satin kind of material, but this is more matte, and so it looks divine in person. But after I got the bag, and this is my open question to everybody out there, after I got the bag, there was this one moment where I looked at it and I was like, it kind of looks like a diaper bag. Just a little bit. Once I like made that connection, I couldn't unsee the connection either, and so it kind of roams a little bit in my mind, but I am still happy that I have it. But let me know what your thoughts are. If you kind of feel like it looks like a diaper bag, let me know. Maybe it's the size, maybe it's the colorways, maybe it's the poofiness. I don't know. This is my spring summer 2020 wishlist item from Chanel that I was finally able to cross off my list. All right, I think at the beginning I was saying that this was going to be a quick video. I don't think it turned quick, but I hope you still enjoyed it nonetheless. I do have a few more pieces that are coming through because of pre-orders that I've done in the past or collections that are now launching. I will do my best to vary the content so that you're not just seeing haul after haul after haul. Like that can be too much as well. But if you would like me to do any more in-depth reviews or follow-up videos on any of these pieces, let me know in the comments down below and I will definitely do that for you guys. If you have any other questions on any of these pieces or really anything at all, feel free to leave those down below or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you haven't already and you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Sunday. So until next time, bye!